Hi, welcome to the session on cracking Oracle Java Programmer Certification Exam Part 3. In the previous part, we got an overview of OCP JP7 certification. We discussed about the exam topics in OCA JP, OCP JP, and upgrade to OCP JP7 exam. And we also discussed about the kind of questions asked in this exam. Now we go on to the next topic, which is about tips and techniques for preparing for the exam. So let's discuss about how you go about preparing for this exam.
Yeah, once you decided for taking the exam, then the next thing is actually you need to prepare for the exam. So the first thing is you need to write code and lot of code.
Right. Actually, I found this to be very effective because when I read, I forget. When I just look at some code segment somewhere, I think I understand, but I forget. But once start writing code, and if I make mistake, I actually remember it really well. And I think that's the best part about coding.
Exactly. This is the human nature that if you just look at that, then you will not get that much. But if you do it by your own hands, then you will remember for a longer period of time. And in fact, what you can do is you can take small toy projects and you just write some code to achieve some functionality and you target those topics which you are unfamiliar with. So in those topics, since you write more code and you will learn a lot, and that topic will not be unfamiliar for you.
Yeah, and I think this is especially important if Java programming is not your day job, and then you have to actually create some projects, imagine some projects, and start programming for that. Also, for some of the topics, even you have a day job as Java, there may be many topics that you may not be familiar with. An example is NIO2, which was introduced in Java 7. You may be using old Java features and you may not be knowing about NIO2 at all. So you can write code which involves lots of IO processing, and then you can use NIO2 features to explore the topic. So in that way, you will be able to understand NIO2 really well. Another topic is localization. In your regular job, you may not be localizing it. So you may not be knowing about it at all. So if you try to introduce localization in a toy project, then you will be able to really understand how localization works.
Exactly. Another way of learning is reading through internet, reading through books. There are excellent resources available on internet. For example, Oracle's online Java tutorial, uh, from where you can read and you can learn. And as Java documentation is another mine of resources, mine of information, mine of knowledge, where you can go and as you read, you will learn a lot.
Right. Actually, in Java tutorial, what I like is that the tutorial maintains a mapping of the topics in the tutorial and the exam topics in OCP JP7 exam. So, if you are choosing upgrade to OCP JP7 exam, you can click the link in Oracle tutorial, and it will take to all the exam topics relevant to upgrade to OCP JP7 and the links what is available in the tutorial. So you'll be able to prepare online by reading about the topics that you don't know.
Yeah.
And I think another important thing is to iterate between coding and reading. So this we found it to be especially effective, right? So you read about a new topic, let's say try with resources, and then you can immediately try a program which makes use of try with resources. Or let's say you're coding something and you don't know how the API works, like for example regular expressions. Then you can go back and read about regular expressions and try to understand, what are the symbols and things like that, patterns and so on, and then come back and code again. So iterating between coding and reading, I think, is a very effective technique.
Well said, Ganesh. And the next important thing to realize is that you need to realize what topics you are not very comfortable with. So if you are not comfortable with, for example, NIO2 or JDBC, then you need to focus more on that topic and learn about those topics a lot.
Yes. So one way, a subjective way to find out which topics to focus on is to rate yourself from 1 to 10 in all the top level exam topics in OCP JP7, and say you are rated some of the topics as below 8, and then you can focus first on preparing on those topics and then move on to other topics.
And you need to focus more on Java 7 features, because there are many questions you will face in exam that are focusing on Java 7 features. So be ready with be equipped with the Java 7 feature knowledge.
Right. Then one of the important questions that you may have is, when do you know when to stop preparing, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no end to preparation. You can keep on reading, keep on coding, and so on. So when do we stop the preparation? So one way to answer that question is to try mock exams.
Excellent. In fact, this is the perfect way to analyze your knowledge and your state of preparation. If you are appearing in one mock exam, be ready to dedicate, say, 2.5 hours, and don't look any other resource on any other web page or anything, and just focus on the exam. Take the exam with full honesty and see where you stand.
Right. So what you're saying is, take the mock exam as if it is your real exam and see where you stand.
Another thing is, when you already decided to take the exam, then you plan ahead to take the exam. I mean, for example, if you are started preparing for OCP JP exam, then you plan your activities and your personal hobbies or work related things in such a way that you should be able to prepare well before the planned date of the exam.
Yes, I think this strategy worked really well for me. When I took the exam, I planned ahead and blocked a date 2 months ahead, and I have already planned my vacations, and I selected the time when my project deadlines was over, so I was relatively free for doing some exam preparation. And because of this dedicated time, I did not postpone the exam date. I dedicated the whole time only for exam preparation, and I was able to crack it with ease. So I think this strategy will work effectively, and especially this will avoid last minute rush and late night preparation.
Exactly. So there are once you decided to go with the exam, there are basically 3 ways to register for the exam. First way is that you register and pay at the Pearson VUE website. The second way is that you can buy exam voucher from Oracle and then register yourself in Pearson website. And the last option is to register and pay in the Oracle testing centers. However, Oracle testing centers, you need to check whether in your country and your nearby neighborhood, whether there are any Oracle testing centers and whether they accept registration and payment. But in our experience, the first option works quite well. However, the second option also has some benefits. Second option, that is buying a voucher from the Oracle and then registering yourself at Pearson.
Right. For example, there is an offer from Oracle where you buy the e-learning material or the live course with the exam voucher. So the advantage is that you get a very good quality e-learning material from Oracle, plus the exam voucher for appearing for the exam, and also if you fail the exam, you can retake the exam without paying additional money. So that's quite attractive.
That's great.
So then, shameless plug to our book. We are the authors of the only book available in the market for OCP JP7 exam preparation. It's published by A-Press.
Yeah, it published by A-Press in February 2013, and currently there is not any other book for OCP JP7 preparation.
And we have fixed some of the errors reported by the readers in the current version of the book. So you can, if you buy now in Amazon or any of the bookstores that is near your home, then you will be getting a version with the known errors fixed. And there's also another resource. We maintain a blog, ocpjp7.blogspot.in, and there are lots of resources out there for you to prepare for the exam.
Yeah, that's it from our side. All the best and prepare well and do good.
Great, yeah, thanks. Thanks for listening to this session and all the best for the exam.